We meet again.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein for another ridiculous level 1 setup here. Now, it was asked, when will I do the pipe one-shot kills, well, I had to make sure that I had everything for them, and that I knew what my setups were from, I don't know, last year whenever I was doing this, and that none of them had changed. Now you'll notice I have 0 haze down here. I don't know what goes on in Vane here. Sometimes I kill a boss and I transition to a new place and I have 0 haze, so I have no explanation for that. But what we're going to be running here is this actually gets worse now that the DLC 3 is out, because I used to use the Noble Silver or the Ivory Grace in the past, but those are now superseded by the Daybreak Thunderfang. And so here what we're going for the one-shot pipe on not 1 but 4 bosses. And to add insult to injury to these bosses, again, we are running the level 1. So if you're anything higher than level 1, it's too much power for Code Vein until you go to New Game Enhanced and start getting very difficult enemies where they one-shot you then in reverse. So there's a little bit of setup in between each of the bosses here and stuff. But we'll take it easy, nice and slow here. So let's go ahead and get it going. And I'm not set up properly here, so that's okay. And now we change this to a mind. Okay, and you'll kind of notice the pattern here as we go about getting each of these setups in place here. Okay, and then heal 1 in between here, and then there we go, and then go for Eva. Now, Eva is the key that makes this whole thing work. You might think, well, just go for Jack, but it's actually not the case here with what we have set up and everything. It is indeed, what am I going for? I'm going for Severing Abyss, and this, okay, and this, and this. Now, Severing Abyss has to land, so hopefully we can get it here. There we go. So 21,000 damage. Now I know Eva hit him a few times, but trust me, it is indeed a one-shot. Okay, so now as we go on to the next one, we do this and this and this. Get rid of lightning. Okay, so that's Oliver, and again, you only need to do a little bit of damage to each of these folks. The nice thing is that we're at the top overkill now that we have access to Severing Abyss. This was the gift I was missing in order to make these. So I had to farm the Queen's Knight Reborn a bunch to get the MJ310s. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, he keeps stealing my haze every single time I go fight him. But it's neither here nor there for you guys. That's my problem to deal with him. So I'll take it up with him later. Don't you worry, and I will have my revenge on him for stealing my haze again. Alright, so let's go ahead and get it going here for Miss Thang Butterfly. So now, this is very tight timing on the butterfly kill here. You have to make sure that you go ahead and get her at exactly the damage reduction window. In between her damage reduction and the poison explosion. So it's very tight, and you got to be really on the ball here. So hopefully I get it first go. There's no guarantee. And oops, and you know, with me, there's never a guarantee. Okay, and I know Eva's hitting her and everything right there. There we go. So there's the butterfly. So that's very nice, and you'll notice that I switched off Merciless Reaper because it has no effect against the butterfly, because she has a 0% excuse me, a 0% resistance to crush damage. So you can do crush freely and have no issues there in phase 1 at least. And so that's why we're able to not use Merciless Reaper and go for more damage from Cognitive Zeal. Okay, so now versus our most illustrious stripper here. We go for a whole bunch of elements here, and I like to go for lightning. You can go for something else. And here we can keep cognitive zeal, or we can go for another element, because the same thing here, Merciless Reaper doesn't buy you it doesn't buy you anything with her, so it's in your best interest to go for more damage, either in cognitive zeal or another element of sorts. Okay, so as we head over here, we're able to take her down uh, in a pretty easy fashion here. Now she is a little bit more difficult because she does all this dodgy crap where she's dodging all over the place and stuff, and it's really annoying. Okay, good. And let's heal. Good. Okay. And one more and heal. Good. Why can't I go for... Oh, there we go. Okay. And I need to go one more. There we go. Good. Oh, I have 8. Oops. A little bit out of order here. But sorry about that. The extra... sorry. My brain froze. The extra element there had... Okay, we're... okay. Sorry, we're gonna start this over here just a second because I had it out of order because of the extra element there. It's a bit awkward of a change there in the iCore amount. So okay, let's. So yeah, I do get confused kind of easy during these, but when when the plan comes together, just like the A team, I love it when a plan comes together. And this is no exception here. Now for her, you need to be very careful that she doesn't dodge out of the way as her opener, because she does that very often. So you definitely want to be aware of that for sure. Okay, so let's go for this. Okay. And one more. And one more, because we need 12. Okay. And it's okay that we heal in between here, because it's kind of irrelevant how our healings go once we get in there. There we go. Good. And there's 8 and 9. Good. And then this and Severing Abyss. There you go. Okay. And this is a very tight timing as well, because you need to make sure that everything gets off at the right moment. And go. There we go. So 27,000 almost. So yeah, that's a little unfair as well. Now Eva does hit her during the damage reduction phase, so you don't need to worry about that. And then last but not least, for Big Boy in here, you can go for all these things. That's completely fine, and it ends him pretty quick. And again, to kind of just make fun of these bosses, that the pipe is given at the very beginning of the game when you first start the game, and it's like, oh, what is this? Oh, I don't even know. What do I do with this thing? And well, this is what you can do with it, even at a level 1, and it gets more ridiculous later on if you don't go to New Game Enhanced and you start leveling your character, because then all of a sudden you're getting scaling from your blood veils going through the roofs, and it gets out of control, and it gets unfair, and it gets to the point where it kind of forces you into New Game Enhanced, which I'm really happy about. I think that's a good thing, that folks go to New Game Enhanced. But if this is how you want to play, and you want to completely make fun of these bosses in really hilarious ways, then by all means, please go for it, and do really good work out there in Vayne, because it's absolutely hysterical how you can go about ramping up the damage on these folks very, very quickly and very, very easily, actually. Okay, so then here we'll go for these. Now, this guy takes a huge damage to blood, so this isn't even fair. And okay, well, 40,000. But Eva did hit him, but you would have seen him go down way even before Eva got the chance to do anything against him. So keep that in mind. Then if we check the Gilded Hunter, you'll see an abrupt stop to our onslaught here, which is kind of where the one-shot pipe kind of has its end. Now it does have some other bosses that it can do fairly well on, those being the what's his called, the oh my goodness, the Argent Wolf Berserker. You can go against him if you want to, and in a pretty big way you can damage him, and that's all well and good. So here, here versus what am I doing? Here versus this guy, you want to go for a Merciless Reaper, and then you want to go for Cognitive Zeal. You don't really want to go for any elements unless you can get above 20% on any one element in particular, which is why this guy is so ridiculous here. I don't know if I have my notes on him. Do I have my notes on him? They might be somewhere else. Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, you definitely don't want to do you know, any kind of elements on him in the first phase, because he will resist them all. So it's in your best interest to just go for as much physical damage as you can go for, and as much armor ignore as you can go for, which is why we kind of go for what we have here. Okay, so then this, good, and we'll heal, or at least go for Merciless Reaper, good, and we'll heal 1, because we're going to need a couple of increases here. Okay, and if you can get above 20% on at least Ice and Lightning, you will be able to do some kind of damage to him, but it's only going to be at a 5% increase, so it's not really worth it. Okay, and you will see the damage here. There we go. So just almost to three quarters there, and we're dead. Thanks, Eva. So not quite there to the one-shot territory on him with the pipe, and the reason being because he is crush damage, and the pipe is crush damage. So if we had, for example, if we had an ice pipe that had the 20% ice on here, and then we went for another 20% ice, and then another 5% ice, we could actually get a 25% increase in our damage, which may actually get us to the kill range. So if you have the Hoarfrost pipe from DLC 2, you might actually be able to get there doing ice damage, which would definitely help for sure at this point to get 25% more increase to your damage value, especially when you're paired up with everything here. So you might have thought that the one-shot pipe might come from running Jack, but in my experience it comes from Eva, in fact, with a gifted pipe here, and this isn't even level 10. Do I have any? Yeah, okay. Well, let's again, more making fun of these bosses that we don't even have a level 10 weapon. We're level 1, and we can one-shot 4 bosses, the 4 beginning bosses of the game, with the weapon that we are given at the very beginning of the game. So absolutely hysterical. So I guess we'll level this up to 10 so we can do more good things with the pipe later on. But for right now, this has been the one-shot pipe, and if you, again, like I said, if you start doing scaling with your blood veil, because you've leveled your character, this gets even crazier and crazier and crazier damage. than what we currently are looking at. So there we got a little bit of an increase there. I think it was like 2 or 3 or 6 damage or 5 damage or something. So not too incredibly terribly much, but anyways, thank you all for watching. And now the questions have been answered. Is yes, you can one shot with the pipe, no problem. Certain bosses here and there. So anyways, I gotta go beat up the gilded or the Queen's Knight Reborn for some more haze, since he stole all my 780,000 or whatever I had. So really upset about that. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.